Please hold 1 second. See Dorian in the chat. What's up, bro? See Remix. What's up, man? He says lol. He's having a good time seeing me set this bullshit up.
When I got a girl around me, I'm doing her twice a day. I will ask some of your favorites. Ooh, Monkey don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the alphabet people. I bet you say monkey, do it for me. Gee. I done ran red lights to get that feeling, y'all. Weird on here like devil's law. Ooh. I done ran red lights to get that feeling, y'all. Weird on here like devil's law. Ooh.
I didn't post about it a lot, so I'm just gonna wait for like 2 more people to come in, and then we'll get started. Thank you for waiting.
Weird on here like devil's law. Woo. Weird on here like devil's law. When I got a girl around me, I'm doing her twice a day. I will ask some of your favorites. Ooh, Monkey don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the alphabet people, but that you say monkey, do it for me. Gee. I done ran red lights to get that feeling, y'all. Weird on here like devil's law. Ooh. I done ran red lights to get that feeling, y'all. Weird on
We are going to start in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Most of you who personally know me are in disbelief to hear from media reports that I am suspected of committing such horrendous murders and have taken drastic and shocking actions in the last couple of days. You're saying to yourself that this is completely out of character of the man you knew who always wore a smile wherever he was seen. I know I will be vilified by the LAPD and the media. Unfortunately, this is a necessary evil that I do not enjoy, but must partake and complete a substantial change to occur within the LAPD and reclaim my name. The department has not changed since the
Make that 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to add another mic. Love you very much. Nimbus. Okay, he didn't say anything.
is those officers involved in the Rampart scandal and Rodney King incidents have since promoted to supervisor, commanders, and command staff and executive positions.
because my stupid fucking...
Hell
All right. Thank you guys for being patient. You know, clearly I'm 30. But we'll have this figured out probably by the next
Maybe
stream
next year?
or two. Yeah, maybe next. I mean, that's only 6 months, so that'd be fast improvement.
Damn. Feels like it was New Year pretty recently.
Yeah, it's fucked. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's say hi. Let us know the audio's going on. Remix, what up, Remix? Azazaz, what up to Nimbus? Nimbus does say hi. He'll probably say hi by knocking something over in a bit. Truth, of course, Real Nigga Truth is here. Thank you. Shout out to the... shout out Patreon. Say what's up in the chat. Patrons. I mean, pretty much at this point, it's just like friends and then people who feel bad. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. I mean, let's just talk about... Oh yeah, I just got back from Portland, and that was pretty cool. I didn't do anything super notably Portland... Wait, are you in the frame? Yes. I didn't do anything super, like, Portlandy. I didn't get to go on the train, which I wanted to.
You went to Voodoo Donut, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Voodoo Donut was cool. Phoenix was big upping that to me for a while. It was pretty damn good. I mean, I had a donut, so that's like a worldly experience. I did other stuff, hung out with internet friends and shit like that. It was pretty chill. I was gone for 5 days. What'd you get up to?
I was working. That was pretty exciting. Editing the next Should You Hack video. Dude, that's going to come out like today or tomorrow. It's almost done, man. I've been editing it like most of today.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much just that. Chilling. Not much to report on my end, really.
Except for when you picked me up from the airport.
Oh yeah, man. That was... So, drove to Denver to pick him up, which is like 2.5, 3 hour drive for us here. Picked him up at was it like 1 in the morning almost?
Yeah, it was coming up to 2 almost.
Yeah, it's about 1 in the morning, and then we wanted some Waffle House because that's like the only thing open at those hours. So we drove around. There's apparently a lot of Waffle Houses in Denver. There's none around where we live, but so we found one. We went to the first one, and it turns out it wasn't open. I mean, it technically was, but there was like an order window that you had to walk up on and place your order and then hand you the food. No dine-in. So that was kind of lame. So we went to this other one, and that other one, man.
That was crazy. Well, the first one was kind of sketchy. It gave us a little preview of what the other one was going to be like.
Yeah.
Because we got there. I mean, I'm sure we're both used to seeing like fucking sketchy. It was like 1 a.m. So there was a guy kind of like muttering like incantations to himself. He had like a fucking open wound on his face.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was talking to us or himself. It was kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, but the lady at the window didn't seem bothered at all.
She didn't even seem to notice him. I think she just looked right through him. Honestly.
He's like, that's like a regular.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really cool. And then she told us one to go to, so then we fucking hopped over to that one. That one was open. Sorry, but yeah, there was a lady. There was like a dad, and basically there were some other people there, but there was this motherfucker, the cook. He was pretty chill for a bit, but I don't want to like skip the story.
Yeah, so we get there, we put our order in, and they give us our drinks, I had a water, I think you had a coffee.
Yeah.
And then we start talking, catching up, and very shortly after we get our drinks, so we're like sitting at the bar, right? So it's us, the bar, and then right across the bar is like the sink for washing the dishes, which I didn't notice, probably would have sat somewhere else at the bar if I did, but...
Yeah. Normally you wouldn't notice that it's there.
Yeah, it is kind of hidden.
Mm-hmm. But in this particular case...
Yeah, we definitely noticed, because we were sitting there talking to each other, catching up, and then the lady that was working there washing the dishes, the pressure of their water sprayer was very high, and I was just getting soaked. It was like being next to a water slide. Just water, like dishwater getting sprayed into both of our drinks, all over the table, on the menus, in my face and hair and everything.
The shit was so funny, because we're just like talking, and then it's just like... And she's like right there just scrubbing the fucking dishes, and we're just like trying not to fucking bust out laughing.
We're both like this, like holding back laughs and like trying to
man.
carry on like we're not noticing. And then it just kept happening. It felt like a prolonged gag in a TV show or something.
Like she had to know, but she didn't give a fuck at all. She was just like, really, I guess just trying... Well, the other doc connected that she was trying to get the fuck out of there.
Oh yeah.
Because the guy who was cooking, he was pretty cool. The first thing he said to me, he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? I like your dreads, dude. They're fucking nice. You know, mine used to be fucking shitty and ratty." And he was white, so that is why. I mean, I think that's a different topic. I don't. White dreads is a whole different thing. But he was pretty chill, and he was making us food, and he was just like talking. He's like, "Yeah, dude, when I'm working, you know, it's just like when it's fast, I'm in the zone, but you know, when it's slow like this, so I'm not trying to fuck up your eggs." And he was talking like a mile a minute.
Hey, before that too, man, he hooked us up with free eggs, man.
Yeah, he did. He was like, "I'll give y'all some free eggs. Y'all seem cool. Y'all seem chill."
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, which legitimately, he also had a third eye tattoo on his forehead and a bandana. Not that I'm trying to judge niggas, but the pieces will align here shortly. But yeah, he was talking about like getting in the zone when he's working really fast, and then I was like, "Oh, you're talking about a flow state." And then that's when the fucking third eye opened, dude, and like just fucking everything spilled out. This guy just kept. I forget the first thing he said.
He was just talking about like keeping up the pace. He's like, "Oh, we work really hard when it's slower," or something like that. And then he started going on about like the media or something.
Oh, well, first he was like, "Yeah, dude, Buddhist monks. It's something they do. You know, they get into the focus, and you know, it's like it's because the government is trying to control everybody, and they don't want you to be able to focus and think. Like I can't think most of the time." And I was like, he went from like 1 to fucking 100.
Yeah, he was fucking amped, man. And then we kind of noticed around this time that the other lady working there doing the dishes was like on her way out. She was leaving. She did not want any part of that. And also she was just like kind of toning that dude out, like trying to pretend he wasn't there, kind of seeming.
You could tell she had practice.
Oh yeah, it seems like a pretty tense workspace most of the time. But then she left, and how did we get on the slavery topic? Also the lady working there was black, and that is relevant.
Yeah, she was black. She was very nice. She was quiet. She was wearing not a normal. I'm not trying to disparage black women here, by the way. Wear nigga shit in public. Need somewhere to set that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting on this.
I'm just gonna hold it.
I can lift that part over if you want.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, not disparaging black women. Wear yo nigga shit in public. Wear do-rag in public, even if it means people are afraid of you. It's beautiful. But she was wearing a full-on like nightcap that you would sleep in. Just a thing to note. Nothing that really comes into play.
Just setting the scene.
Yeah, painting the picture. And where was I going? Oh yeah,
slavery.
Slavery. Yeah, she was gone. Yeah, she was gone, and then he was. Fuck, what was the tangent? But yeah, he's talking about the government and all this other shit, and he's like, yeah, they don't want you to have power, they want to control you, and he's like, man, that's just one of the things that make this country so bad. And then he's like, you know what else makes the country bad? And I was like, slavery. And then he was like, look, bro, I'm not gonna, like, you know what it is? Like, I'm not gonna say anything. You know, I'm with you, right? Like, the thing they want to do is they want to put me versus you against each other.
And we're all slaves, really, you know? Like, just a different name, man.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, oh yeah. He was like, we're all slaves, you know? He's like, but you know what I mean? When it comes to slavery, dude, it takes two to tango, bro.
It's racism, man, two to tango. And I don't know how we kept our shit together, man. That was like...
It was so difficult to do that. Yeah, the camera shakes are the cats fucking around. Don't worry about that. But yeah, that was fucking crazy. And, I mean, he kind of, like, petered in and out of having very good points about, like, 1 out of 10 things.
Yeah, like 20% of the time it was like, you know, capitalism, current system is bad, and, like, you know, conservatives are shitty. But
Benjamin Franklin brought weed to America.
Yeah. You could just walk up to George Washington and dap him up. He was cool.
That was hilarious, too. I didn't even want to be like, bro, George Washington has slaves, bro.
Yeah, he was propping up Ben Franklin so much, and I'm pretty sure that dude had like dozens of slaves, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and then
or maybe that was Thomas Jefferson. I get all those old white.
Or Andrew Jackson.
I mean,
or we could just somebody pull up the list. We'll just go down. That would be a good segue into what we're doing, but I think there's a little bit more.
Yeah. Also, you keep in mind we're sitting there eating our food, and the dude does not stop talking the entire time we're eating. Like we each like go to the bathroom and stuff, and we're like doing whatever stuff. He just like no off button on this dude. He's just going. Also, strongly suspect he was on like meth or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say Phoenix called meth like pretty immediately.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. Well, there was one other part too. Before that is you went to the bathroom first before we had checked out, and sorry, I don't want to hotbox you here. Yeah, you went to the bathroom, and there were the people who were trying to check out, and it was like the old guy using He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, that'll be 56.37, and the guy's just like, are you sure? And then he's like, oh yeah, my bad. Hold on. Yeah, my bad, bro. You know how it is. One sec. Oh yeah, that'll be 47.36, and then he's just like, whatever, man. Like he just gave up. It was so sad to say. But the only reason we got bombarded even harder is I fucked up. Is I went outside to smoke a cigarette.
Like as we were leaving.
Yeah, as we were leaving. Should have known he would have came out immediately. Just to.
Cause the restaurant was empty, so like no reason to stay in there. Like.
Yeah, but that dude fucking immediately came through for us. I let him borrow my lighter like 3 times because he kept talking and his cigarette would go out. And he was starting to shit on your Tesla until...
Yeah, he's just like, how do you afford that, man? And I'm like, lots of debt, man. I didn't want to go more into that because I feel like that would have sent him on a tangent if I started talking about hacking phones or whatever. So yeah, and he just kind of left it alone at that and then started going into like... Fuck, what was he talking about? Like more founding father shit. Like
yeah, money is made out of. I mean, I guess hemp that makes sense, but as if that's like deep. Like
yeah,
money's weed, man. Like that was strange. Also, if anybody can Google and verify, did Benjamin Franklin bring weed to America? Chat, let us know. Somebody actually, Truth might know that off the top of his head.
Yeah, he was so convinced of that, man. He's just bringing that up a lot, and then. And eventually you went back inside for the bathroom, and he was talking at me for a while, and like he started going off on all these weird historical tangents that I'm pretty sure most of them weren't true. And I tried, but he, it seemed like he had some good ideas. His head was sometimes in the right place when he had some clarity or whatever. So like I was trying to steer it into something more like grounded political talks, just like, yeah, man, I think the stock market kind of sucks. And then he's like, well, yeah, man, the NFL and the stock market, when the stock market is a bear market, this team does good or whatever. And also, all humans came from up in the sky, planet Pleiades. You can normally see it, but they don't want you to see it anymore. They're blocking it out in the sky. And yeah, that was cool. I didn't really know where to go from there. Luckily, he kind of came back out around that time.
Yeah, it's, man, if you're alone with one of those types of people, you're like in danger. Unless you really don't give a fuck about just like cutting off a conversation, but
yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't too worried or anything like that. It was just like I was kind of interested in this dude's like inner workings, right? I told him that we were like from Pueblo, and he's like, oh man, Pueblo's a shithole, I liked it when it's like midnight, 2 a.m, whatever. I like to just go from place to place and get really fucked up, and you can't do that in Pueblo. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's really too cool for Pueblo.
Yeah.
I just mean in danger of like your time.
Oh yeah, that's just
like,
a big time sink, man. Like
yeah, that's like I don't give a fuck being around like weird, strange ass motherfuckers, but Jesus, that guy probably could have gone on. We need to get him on the podcast.
I think we could have stayed there for his whole shift, and he wouldn't have stopped talking.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. If that guy's ever in Pueblo, whatever that guy's name was.
Justin.
Yeah. Hit us up, man.
Shout out.
He's probably watching.
Definitely. We should have actually linked him to the channel.
Yeah, we never did, huh?
That'd have been great. Oh yeah, so shout out to Justin. Did we ever get a fact check on Benjamin Franklin? Let's take a. Well, you got Dorian asked you how do you feel about XRP while I look through the chat.
Is that a crypto?
Yeah, I believe so. How do you feel about XRP?
I've been out of crypto for a while, man. I was big into crypto mining when it was first kind of starting off, like when I was in the military dorms and I had free electricity, man. I had every breaker in that thing maxed out with Bitcoin miners, dude. I
remember that shit. The whole kitchen. You just had the kitchen. Fucking everything was in there.
Yeah, man, and we had like the shared like living room area that nobody used, and I had all the drawers filled with Bitcoin miners. Man, those were the days. I had to crank the AC 24/7 even in the winter just to like counteract the all the Bitcoin miners running. And then I spent all of them Bitcoins that I made on RuneScape Gold, RS3 Gold, because old school wasn't. I mean, I wasn't playing old school at the time. And then, like, less than a year later, I got scammed in RuneScape and lost all the gold that I bought with Bitcoin. So I haven't really been into crypto all that much since that happened.
And then you remember that you were fucking going so hard that the power in the dorms went out?
Oh, yeah, that would happen pretty often, man. Like, I'd have to go and find the breaker box and flip it. And, like, dude, I remember one time we were doing our, like, morning, like, 3-mile run. And the first sergeant, like, the guy who tries to get in your business all the time, like, ran up next to me and he was like, hey, man, are you building a spaceship in your dorm room? And I'm like, huh? Nah, what do you mean, man? And he's like, okay, because, you know, if you were mining Bitcoin on government electricity, you know, that's like a violation of a bunch of different regulations and stuff. And I'm like, oh, no, man, I would never. And he's like, okay, good, man. And then that was the last time that was brought up. I don't think they actually cared, but
That's so fucking funny, dude.
that was pretty cool, man.
Didn't the power wasn't it the building at some point eventually went out?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how it drew the attention?
Yeah, I don't know if that was my fault necessarily, but it probably was because it was like the summer, so all the ACs were going too, and then I had all the breakers maxed, and then it just went out, and they had to send someone over to fix it, and it was out for like an hour or two, and yeah.
That's kind of the perfect time to do it, though, being in a military base.
Oh,
One, it's kind of like, I mean, not eat the rich, but anti-whatever, and then free electricity.
Yeah, and it was most of my Bitcoin miners were passed on to me by someone who used to live in the dorms and was also doing that. I mean, I got them for like really cheap.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
cool.
most of them were hackers. Yeah. So yeah, I got a good deal on those miners back in the day, man. And then I sold them on eBay, most of them. And then the person who bought them off me was like, oh, these don't work. And I'm like, no, you probably just don't have them set up right. They definitely work. And then he tried to refund me. And then that was the last time I ever tried to sell anything on eBay. That was not fun.
Few follow-ups. Burp stink, yes. I think we got a fact check. Apparently, weed was popularized by Mexican immigrants after 1910. According to the records from the Smithsonian Institute and American Historical Reference Society, the following, So
they're growing hemp, but I feel like they weren't smoking that shit probably.
Like, not actual chronic.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, shit. Anything else interesting in the chat before we move on to some other bullshit? I don't think so. I think we're good. Spoiled Air Force, classic. Hell yeah. All right. So if you got here from Twitter, which is probably not that many people, because I posted like fucking 15 minutes before, or something, like an hour. But I say we're gonna choose the president. How do you feel about that?
Out of the two main choices, or
well,
out of anyone?
In our own fantasy land.
Oh, okay.
In our own fantasy land, we are going to choose the president. Kind of.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I really did want to watch that video with fucking Kamala Harris and Oprah.
Oh, is that it? I haven't.
I watched a little bit of it. It was actually very entertaining without just shitting on it. But it was like, it's kind of like the Oprah show, but.
Is that still going on? I didn't hear the news when they canceled that, or she shut it down, or whatever happened.
I was very aware of it because I used to fucking I would come in my mom's room and she'd either be watching like Grey's Anatomy or Oprah or something. Hey, Poppy. But yeah, Oprah I think that show got, I don't even, it just stopped in like probably like 15 years ago. I'm
sure it's different for you, but growing up, Oprah was always like the daytime show that my family would watch if there was literally nothing else on. They would watch any other talk show by any other white person, but then
Let's see what this darky has to say.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I think Oprah was pretty much like, what's the word for it? Like, Staple, like a model minority kind of figure. Like what Sidney Poitier did for niggas in movies back in whenever he was in movies. That's what Oprah did for black women who straighten their hair but still liked being black. Anyway, I mean, is there anything, do you want to say anything about President before we just get into complete bullshit? I think we'll have plenty of opportunities to do this in the format.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man, I don't know.
Who are you voting for, chat?
Yeah.
Fucking everybody leaves. If you're voting for Trump, leave right now. We don't want you. I'm gonna. Okay, so let's see. Okay.
Oh, we got a tier list going? Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So we've been gone for like 8 years. So now I like tier lists are. We were waiting for the trend to die. So now it's original. You know what I mean? So we got a tier list over here. Are we still blocking the fucking list a little bit? Let me move it. That's the list. Let's move this a bit. Just a wee bit. This is Poppy, by the way. She's one of 2 little babies. She is Nimbus's sister. She is very sweet and chill. She does not break into the refrigerator to eat sour cream or any of that stuff. Okay, so this tier list. Hopefully everybody doesn't immediately leave when they see it's a tier list. But this is like the best politician tier list.
Okay.
Best politicians. I don't know if the...
Are you running without ad block? That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I just downloaded Firefox, so people
okay.
don't see my bullshit. Do you want to download for me real quick?
I mean, yeah. Let me hook you up real quick.
This is Tech Things with Phoenix. Are people legitimately answering who they're going to vote for in the chat? Kendrick for president? Damn, I should have put him in there. The Oprah show ended in 2011. Thank you, hell yeah. It's so nice to have people nice people who don't just lie to you in the chat. I presume he didn't just lie about that. The Oprah show ended. RFK Jr. worm thing still blows my mind. That is kind of weird. What, he just had he had literal actual brain worms?
Yeah, I heard about that, and I don't know if it's related to him like running over the bear in the New York park.
And, bro, all my shit just
No,
disappeared.
really?
I mean, I have all the images saved on this computer.
Well,
anyway.
if you go back...
No.
Fuck. I didn't think it would reload the page.
It's all good. Here, I'm just going to switch it back to us while I... Oh, no, not that. It's only going to take me a second to get these images back in here. Luckily,
yeah.
I saved them on my hard drive.
Well, hey, the ad's gone at least.
True. That does make this much better. Do you want to go?
Can you,
Poppy?
Control A? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Not full boomer yet. Command A, be like. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Okay,
Cool.
Tier list. Can you see it? Can you not? So do people like normally participate with the chat in this, or do we just do it on our own? Okay, we can. Where do you want to start?
This reminds me, I saw this great YouTube stream tier list thing, and it was like YouTubers and streamers most likely to say the N-word when they're off camera. That was a great tier list.
Oh man, like ones that haven't already.
Yeah, just like who you would suspect says it among their friends, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, we could do that right now before we do this. Hey, Poppy. Okay. So as you can see, if you are notable, we have a lot of Kanye's in here, but that's because we need to factor in a lot of things, you know, right?
The different phases of Kanye.
Yeah, the old Kanye, straight from the soul Kanye. I literally put one for every one of those bars. Okay, so let's do. This is the old Kanye. What do you think, President?
Is this like before the car accident, Kanye?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Through the Wire Kanye.
I'd say probably. I'm torn between B or C tier because he was really young back then. He probably didn't have like a ton of like world knowledge. You know, it's hard to do that when you're very young.
Yeah, like having strong opinions, without like you need a little bit more trauma.
That's
I
true.
guess. That and I mean he knows better now how to run a campaign than he did back then.
I mean, shit, yeah, dude. Like, he's on that marketing game.
So we're going to C. Let's do C. Okay, that and good people can't be politicians.
That's I don't think that's allowed.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Which one is this? I think this is Chop Up the Soul Kanye.
I'm not up on all my Kanye lore. I don't know what era that is.
Okay, we'll give this one to the chat. What do you guys think? Chop Up the Soul Kanye. Let's see, that's like late registration era. Drug dealing, just thinking about. What do you guys think?
Okay, that.
I'd say like a B.
Yeah, that era of Kanye seemed more in tune with like the struggle of what I assume is the struggle. I don't fucking know.
Of being around most deaf. Let's see what B D. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Before Donda. That's fucking hilarious. We'll go B. All right. I think let's do Oh, okay. And then this is like a stronger Kanye. He had better branding then, and he was angrier.
Yeah, definitely one of my least favorite Kanye eras, pre Donda.
Mm.
It seemed like he was focusing pretty hard on like poppy stuff, you know, not the cat.
Like Heartless and fucking.
Okay, Heartless
808s and
is a banger though.
No, Heartless is fucking amazing. 808s and Heartbreak is awesome. I think I that's one I didn't I like more as I get older.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Would you say that's a good post-divorce album?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's good. I think actually was it yeah, I think Remix was like, bro, just listen to the album again after that happened. But what are we thinking? B? See, that makes him, I say B, but I put above Chop Off the Soul Kanye.
Poppy has a strong opinion.
Yeah, she's like, no. She actually, I think she wants him to be a C. Let's go C. Let's skip some Kanye's. Let's get some fresh things in here. So, I had to put this dead meme on here.
Oh, is that? Yeah, man. I mean, probably an A tier. That kid had it coming.
Wait, why are the colors like? I just go. He said, "Isn't S bad? S is good. Why is it red?" Well, whatever. You guys are, you understand letters.
It's just a more intense color, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, so what did you say he was?
Say he was probably an A tier, you know?
Yeah. Like, he wasn't too loud about his opinions.
He didn't even do much to capture the nation's attention, you know? He could probably He unified the whole nation under Harambe memes.
That is real. We know the power of the internet kind of trumps everything, so we'll go A. Okay, A. That seems comfortable. Now, I haven't seen them on South Park, but I put him on here because I know you know. Your boy. His name is Randy? Rusty?
Randy Marsh, man.
Yeah.
See, that's tough because his character has changed so much over the years of South Park. Like, he's probably more conservative leaning these days in South Park. Him running the weed farm and trying to get into politics to try to, like, maintain his weed farm dominance or whatever.
That's what happens? So, wait, he starts...
Yeah, he had like an entire season of just running a weed farm. He moved away from South Park, brought his whole family, and just like started growing weed and selling it under like Tegrity Farms or whatever. And it's funny going into weed shops and there's like a bunch of like bootleg Tegrity Farms stuff in there. But like, yeah, I don't know. Back in the day, he used to just be kind of like, I don't even know if I'd call him libertarian, more just like almost apolitical, like drunk dad guy.
I think apolitical drunk dad feels like a D tier.
Yeah.
But if you're a weed farm owner, you're at least a C. What do you think?
Yeah, he would probably legalize weed, I would imagine. So that's got to bring him to at least a C.
Yeah. We'll go C for Randy. But is he above all the Ye's? I think so, probably. Because
yeah.
Ye is a business owner too, but for himself.
Yeah, but you got to think Randy didn't make a bunch of bangers.
True. Bet. Okay. Do we have to say anything?
I don't think that's pretty.
Yeah. Bet. Okay. Next.
I'm trying to figure out who that is. Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, your boy, the master. Oh, what up, dude?
I only know the
Hustler University professor himself, Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I don't know much about that dude other than he was like a human trafficker who somehow isn't in jail currently.
Yeah.
He was like in jail for like a day, it felt like, and then I don't know what happened.
And then he was like consistently on streams with very extremely popular streamers. Like all those like I mean, I'm not trying to come on here, but all those like Kyson, all those people, they all love this dude. And have hung out with him and like him and all this shit. And this nigga's pretending. He's like, Kamala Harris hit me up to fucking be on my stream. Nigga, no, she didn't hit you the fuck up, you retard.
Is he white? He seems like he might not be. But
This guy?
Yeah, I don't know the meme.
He's from Austria, right, guys? Chad, where is he from? Is he from Austria? Everyone, oh. Damn, did somebody say...
Oh, did we miss some chat?
I think we did. Let's see, what do we got? We got to hear the people's... Damn, it looks like I just threw him fucking across the planet. Okay, sick. Before or after Snom? Yeah, we should have been looking at this. Okay, Integrity Farms. Yeah, Captain Planet deserves an S. Bro, well, you gotta wait, though. We're not there yet, dude. Kanye Swift might be... No, yeah, definitely, man. Okay, yeah, Dorian's on point. Randy was funnier, blah, 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 D tier. I'd put Trump on A, mainly because for the memes. If not, he belongs in D. Okay. He's half black. Somebody said he's a half black Brit. I don't think I think he's from like New Zealand or some shit. Cause they had a. I think they were gonna arrest him, and then he flew out to wherever the fuck he's from. And I've heard people say his accent is fake because he has a speech impediment and doesn't want to like de-alpha himself. Let's just go D. I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't even really an argument. I just wanted to like make fun of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's not do. Here's one. Let's do. How about Kramer?
Oh man, like are we talking like the Seinfeld character or like the guy?
We can do both. Let's do both.
Well, the Seinfeld character, I feel some kind of spiritual connection with. I just really relate to that character. At least in like, I've only seen the first like half of Seinfeld, but like, man, in that first, like from what I've seen, guy's great. Just like always doing wacky stuff and trying stuff out, and you know.
That show was really fun. I wish I remember. I think I told you. Me and my ex-wife had started watching that. She fucking hated it, and then eventually we started watching Curb. So we just got through all that. But Seinfeld feels special. I wish I had seen more than one season.
Yeah, I also like how Seinfeld's like a very cool time capsule of what I assume living in New York was back in the day.
Probably. But what do you think? Like as president, could he be like Bernie Sanders' running mate?
I can see that. Like Bernie is really focused on like the issues he is really into, which is cool. And I can see Kramer just like off like, you know, trying out some shit. Like just give these people UBIs, try it out, or like whatever. You know?
I can see that. He's the one who told Bernie about UBI at first, and then Bernie turned it into something good.
Yeah, I can see that.
Awesome. Okay, so we're saying S tier. Oh, but Michael Richards though, we have to factor that in.
I only know one thing about that actor.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can guess what that is.
Yeah. Chad, what do you think? What do you think it is? No, I mean, I just think it would be funny because, like... oh, dude, spoilers for The Boys. But it would be like when Homelander just starts, like... Remember when he did his speech? Like, I'm better! Like, when he says, like, yo, niggers! And then everybody would be like... and then he'd just be like, yo, you like me?
Yeah, yeah.
But I do believe in redemption as well, though.
I wonder if the reaction he got back in the day would be much different than now. I mean, depending on like what his audience is. Like if Trump brought him out during a rally and he gave that whole deal, like that.
Like how Kamala brought out fucking Meg Thee Stallion. Trump just brings out Michael Richards to be racist.
Oh man.
That's funny. Okay, we'll just say Kramer. We'll say Kramer, and we're putting him at S tier. I think he has the energy we need. Next, who do you want to do next?
I didn't think I'd recognize most of these people, but I do, so...
Tried to kind of just keep it over the place, you know?
Jeez,
Rate by wealth? Hold on, I think Dorian has a good point. He says, should we rate by wealth? Like, what do you mean, like a... Kind of like Nepo Baby kind of thing?
Yeah, like maybe being super rich should, like, bring you down the tier a bit.
A lot of my factors is just vibes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, policies, what's that? I just need to... You know, like the guy said, smoke a blunt with George Washington.
And with that in mind, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, let's do Snoop Dogg.
I mean, that's an easy S tier for me, even though he's into a bunch of weird, like, NFT stuff and puts his branding on literally everything.
Yeah.
He's still Snoop Dogg, so, like...
Even though he lets AI dish out his entire existence.
And sells, like, 20-year-old bars for, like, a bunch of money to, like, random people on SoundCloud.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard his features. He has.
Oh yeah, he's featured in so much stuff, and he just digs up like old bars from like hard drives
so
back in the
funny,
day.
man.
Yeah.
He could. You know what? He could do that. Part of me was gonna say I feel like he just like, bro, just AI that shit, bro, and just sends the niggas like AI Snooper. Like, what are they gonna say? That's not you. Okay, yeah, I could agree with S tier, but I'd say above Kramer, just because you know he doesn't have any of the Michael Richards kind of attachment. So far, the country is looking in good shape, I think. Okay, let's let chat pick next. Who do you want us to judge next?
While they pick the next person, is there any more White Claws, or did you get the last one?
I'm pretty sure there was at least one more in there.
Oh.
If there's a... But if not, it's whatever. Okay, yeah, so Phoenix is going to re-up on our white girl drinks. And y'all can... Oh, wait, no. Didn't mean to do that. Y'all can pick the next one. Who do we got in this bitch? I'm going to do my rounds again and say hi to the people in the chat while we are waiting for Phoenix to return with the white girl nectar. Sorry. Okay. Shout out. My bad. That was close. Shout out to Dorian, D-Dubs in the chat. My guy. Shout out to Azaz. MF Michi. Is Andrew Tate really half black Brit? I got to actually Google some things before we just say whatever. Shout out to Dong Dong, my guy. Shout out to Nexus Nomad. Shout out to De La Sean. That nigga is actually like he's one of the, I think he's a $20 patron. I'm not trying to out you. I'm not pocket watching. Don't pocket watch my boy. I'm just thanking him. Who else do we got? Be Done. Shout out to Be Done. That was not good. I'm just, shouting out the people fucking. Is this the mouse? Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, because it's a different computer. Okay, Dorian said Mufasa, so damn, he said D for dead, though. That's disrespectful, man. I don't know how you speak on Mufasa like that.
Well, because the, what's his face, voice actor died recently. James Earl Jones. Yeah, James Earl Jones.
Also Darth Vader. Also the dad from Coming to America, which I have not seen in a long time.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's pretty good. But the intro was so fucking long, honestly, dude. So long. But, I mean, different time. Yeah, I guess let's do Mufasa. Where is he, Mufasa?
That's
wait, that's the boy.
I forget.
Wait, this is Mufasa, bro.
No, is it?
This is
Scar.
That's
Scar.
That's
right,
Scar. That's
right,
Mufasa.
right.
Mufasa, maybe you think Rafiki?
I haven't seen the movie in so long.
Damn. Mufasa. I mean, well, okay. See, here's the issue with that though, is like you remember when he's like, you see all of that is around you, Simba. This is all yours. He doesn't believe in democracy.
That's true.
He's a monarch.
Yeah. That's
King
true.
of the jungle. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, and he didn't run a very tight ship because he got killed and whatnot.
Yeah, true. And whatnot and so forth. So, damn, bro. Are we really about to put Mufasa next to Andrew Tate? He's a monarch, so it's pretty bad. Like, I would put him below Randy.
He's a monarch, but also the whole jungle seemed pretty happy under his rule. So maybe monarchies are cool, actually.
True. It depends on the context of the monarchy. That's fair. So okay, so if not a D, like a high C.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, if Kanye's here, he should be a B.
I feel, B sounds pretty good, yeah. Because, I mean, we also have to put Scar somewhere.
Yeah. Who do we do next? Squidward. I mean... He'd be pretty high on my list.
I mean, he gets it, He seems to get it.
He's the voice of the people, for real.
Yeah, he seems, I don't know what his political views would be.
Good question. Or good...
I feel like he would just kind of be, like, just kind of sit in an office and, like, just kind of let everyone else do whatever they're doing in their offices and kind of just not really engage with the system much.
Is there, like, an episode that speaks the most to his character? The one where... obviously the one where he becomes beautiful, but I don't know if that's, like... Anybody could fall victim to severe vanity.
Yeah.
What about the future episode?
I like how we thought those are the only two episodes I was thinking of, too.
Future. What about the window meme? Where he's, like, sitting outside of his house and they're playing and he's mad.
I feel like he would be one to, like, want to tax billionaires,
True. He did go to art school, I think.
I'd say probably B tier. Maybe.
Yeah, I said I would vote for him. Maybe. Thinking low B. Okay. All right. What do you want to do?
Shit, man. I see Seth MacFarlane there.
Oh, that's I put him for Elon Musk.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Nimbus.
If we're talking Elon, that would be a good D tier for me.
Yeah, same. That's a kind of no-brainer. But, we could talk about Seth MacFarlane being a president. What about that?
I don't know much about him personally, except that he really likes show tunes. It would. Can you imagine though, State of the Union address as like Peter Griffin?
As Peter Griffin, of all his actual beautiful voice, and he's just like, that'd be pretty cool. Does he like weed? I forget.
I feel like he probably does. I think he's pretty left leaning.
Yeah.
At least based on Family Guy and American Dad.
Nimbus, what are you doing, bro? Can you grab him or something? I mean, I'll grab him. Do the next thing.
All right, let's look at some more people here. We're getting low on people I recognize. Oh, I see Zach Brannigan, your boy. I mean that guy's a huge shitter.
He's basically cartoon Trump.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like even like it's crazy they were doing that before.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
He does suck. He's hilarious though.
He is hilarious, and he's very. He's not clever enough with his schemes for it to be like abstracted behind a bunch of stuff. It's usually like super obvious what he's doing, which is funny, but also like.
Would that be good to have like a dumb evil president? I mean that's Trump.
We already had one.
That's true. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty detailed.
What is he very? Put him right next to Trump. Actually, he has cartoon powers. We got to put him above Trump. That's a little bit too much power. This is a stupid one.
I don't know who that is.
This is just the president from Death Note.
Oh, okay.
And I just put him in there because I very vividly remember like when Kita first pulled up on them, and he's just like Kita said, he immediately buckled. And I mean,
I need to rewatch that show. I don't remember much of it.
I mean, it was literally just one scene. It's not like a big deal, but it was just like. The president of America is bowing down to me. So, but I think that's a good sign because it means he's not really trying to fight anybody. We wouldn't be in Israel if he was the president.
Yeah, that brings him up to probably like C tier at least, maybe B even.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a quick C. We'll put him at the end of C. What do the people think about this? It's great. It says there's like 30 people in here, but there's 2 niggas stalking. It's all right. I'm not supposed to comment on that. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, dude didn't know about James Earl Jones. Yeah, man.
Oh, wait. Somebody found out about James Earl Jones from this bullshit?
Yeah, right on the cursor, dude.
Oh, shit. Dorian? Damn, bro. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones, legitimately. It's a shame. It's like random things like I texted my uncle when that happened. I mean, Star Wars for the most part. But
oh, yeah, you big Star Wars fan?
He's the only reason. I feel like I got grandfathered into being a Star Wars fan because he was so into it. It just dripped into my fucking life.
I never watched any of the Star Wars stuff until I was like in the military.
Did we watch any of those together?
I don't remember. No, I went with someone else to see the reboot.
Oh, The Force Awakens. I thought I went with Morris to go see The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I went with Hacker.
Yeah. Oh, Tom Nook.
Tom Nook, man. I've never played any of the Animal Crossing games, but I know his deal. He's the landlord and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings him way down already. Don't know much about his personality, but man,
he's a chill dude. I think he has 2 children working for him though, if I remember correctly. Right? Anybody in the chat can confirm Tom Nook has 2 little children raccoons working for him. Probably don't get paid.
Is he black coded?
I mean, he's a raccoon, so maybe. Could be Japanese dad coded.
Is he a Tanuki? I feel like he's supposed to be a Tanuki.
Is that completely different?
I don't know. I think they're related genealogically. I thought the Mario raccoon thing was supposed to be a raccoon for the longest time until someone said it was a Tanuki suit. I was like, what is that? And then I had to Google it because we don't have those here.
Yeah. I mean, I heard about a Tanuki suit, but in my mind, the Tanuki only exists in the context of the suit. I don't know if that's an actual animal. But, damn, I guess I didn't expect to have to put Tom Nook that low. But it's going to have to happen. Damn.
I'd say a high D, though.
High D?
I guess.
Wait, lower is worse. So, actually, this is pretty... No,
I mean, without Tom Nook, though, there wouldn't be much of a reason to play the game. So, like... Because, you're trying to pay off your debt the whole time.
But then everybody could just live there for free. No
He's
rent.
preventing the utopia, man.
Yeah, or holding it together, depending on how you look at it. Bet. Who else do we have? I mean, there's still a bunch of Kanye's to get through. We should get through those, so then when we get to the end, we're not like 10 Kanye's.
Is that a Kanye that we're on?
Where?
Who are we on
Where are
right
we
now?
on? Oh no, that's Kamala.
Oh, okay. That's a very small image.
Yeah. Also, I meant to change the fucking thumbnail. I had a really good thumbnail for this, but was not able to put it on. Okay. Wait, is that... Okay, bet. So now we got... honestly, I don't remember the fucking Kanye. I'm just like, oh, Kanye. Straight from the soul, Kanye. This is set on his goals, Kanye. That's ambition. I would put him right above Harambe, to be honest.
I thought that was Daredevil.
What the... Sick.
Hell yeah.
I mean, do you have any disagreements?
Sure, yeah. Sounds good. Man.
Above.
I'll trust your judgment.
Do that. This is Always Rude, Kanye.
Like that's more recent, right?
This is like things like Sway in the morning. You don't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. Very current, recent, silly meme for the kids.
I'd say, not knowing that meme, probably like a B or C. Is there the George Bush doesn't care about black people Kanye in this list?
Yeah,
Oh.
He's literally the exact image. Oh no, I totally had it in here. Oh yeah, right here, him with Mike Myers.
Oh hell
That's
yeah.
pretty high tier.
That's got to be at least A.
Yeah, not S because, you know, I'd say A. The highest. We got Dr. Phil on S tier, bald and mustache, looks too iconic. That's pretty. I mean, he also put on Bad Baby. That's like something
Oh,
to
really?
consider.
I didn't know that.
She was on his show. She was the Catch Me Outside, How About That girl.
I didn't know that was the same person. That just blew my mind.
That pipeline of random bullshit meme to like now I'm just a rapper is pretty weird.
So Kanye and Dr. Phil are connected. You know, because
Oh,
she
shit.
got popular in Dr. Phil for saying that. And
And then
Kanye put her out there as a rapper.
What?
Unless I'm misremembering what you were talking about.
Oh no, yeah, I said Dr. Phil put Bad Baby in.
Oh, okay.
Unless we're both wrong. Somebody, but okay.
I think we're on the same page now. Cool.
Bet.
Dr. Phil, though.
I mean, his show is pretty good.
I'm
To be honest, I didn't really watch that much Dr. Phil.
I didn't watch much of it. I just remember him like really digging into people's like personal shit on TV when they seemingly didn't want them to. But I don't know if that was all part of the show. I don't know the meme. I didn't watch it that much.
I feel like he'd be a good mayor of like San Angelo or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So for that alone, maybe like a high C.
I heard him like I heard he's big on TikTok these days, man. Dr. Phil.
Is he? I know Adam Ray is dressing up as Dr. Phil and doing like comedy.
I feel like it would be hard to like just bald with a mustache. Would that immediately portray Dr. Phil? I guess there's not very many famous people with that kind of look.
Steve Harvey. He
Well,
should have been on this list, bro.
damn,
Fuck.
Yeah.
He would have been. Me and Remix were talking about this recently, actually. That Remix was saying, who do you think would basically be the Black Trump? And I think it would be him. Not in his like real beliefs or anything. The guy's just like
I mean, he's pretty conservative, Steve Harvey.
very toxic, light-skinned nigga, just dangerous. Nigga has 2,000 suits. Crazy. Anyway, we need to talk about people actually on this list. How long have we been going, by the way? I don't want to...
We're hitting an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like about a perfect time. How many...
I expected people to start tuning out with this political stuff, but they're not, dude. That's dope.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
That's insane. Did we pick some? Oh, yeah, Dr. Phil. Let's go straight to here. Can we get more views for saying Mr. Beast?
I know that dude's loaded seeming, and I have no idea about his views on anything.
Did you hear? Well, I mean, you remember what I was telling you about? There's so much drama with that whole Mr. Beast thing. Like,
Yeah, I heard that there was drama. I don't know anything about it.
well, let's remove the drama, and then we'll add it back near the end.
Okay.
So, he has a talk. So, he saw Squid Games, and he was like, wow, that's, like, really sad. And then he made Squid Games on YouTube.
I mean, Can you? I'm just imagining like, important political messages with like a Mr. Beast thumbnail, like, oh shit, we invaded this country.
We invaded Israel and we're not leaving, or we're giving them money. That would be pretty good.
I mean, if he tried to run, I feel like he has a good enough grasp on like internet marketing to really probably do pretty well.
He could.
He'd have all the young people, man.
That-
I would imagine.
So then nobody would be able to vote for him until like 4 years later. He'd be playing the long game, which is very Mr. Beast.
Every time I assume there's like a fan base of kids, it turns out they're all in their like 20s now, and I'm just old.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, Mr. Beast, I feel like 7 to like 14-year-olds really love Mr. Beast.
yeah,
Uh,
I don't know, man.
I put Mr. Beast as like a D. Well, yeah, there's too much drama to unpack, but let's put him right next to Zap Brannigan. They kind of look, anyway. Bet. Okay, this one's a little bit more fun. I don't know if I really have more to say on it though.
Who is that?
This right here,
Oh, that. Yeah, who is that?
the AI government from Evangelion.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
Now, checks and balances are real. And they do have different names. One's like Casper. What's the other one?
Those are the like computers.
Yeah, the ones that kind of like the one that is technically like the mom or whatever.
Yeah, the one that one lady made. Okay. I mean, it was built to be kind of like a clone, like a digital clone of the person who made it, from what I remember. Maybe I don't know.
No, well, yeah, I forget if it was either like the mom and then it was all like parts of her personality were separated into each one, or if her mom was like one of the specific AIs that all interacted with each other. But that aside, I mean, I guess just like an AI government in general, kind of shitty.
I mean, it depends on what you prompt it with, man. Like, if you're, yeah, I don't know.
Generate a bill that makes everybody who wants abortions happy, and yeah, I would like to see how that goes.
Have you tried the AI that was trained, like the Twitter one, the Grok or whatever it is?
Oh no! Don't you have to like have paid verified Twitter to use Grok?
I don't know, man. But I've heard that it was just trained on all of the tweets, which I wonder if it's like very racist. I feel like it would be.
I mean, most of the Grok shit I've seen is like those compilations where it's like Kim Jong Un, Trump, and Kamala, and then it's like rap music, and then it's just some two random fucking nerdy nobody white guys. It's like directed by the fucking, I almost said some other dumb shit. Directed by the Pasty Brothers or whatever. So yeah, AI government. What do you think? I mean,
could it be? It's got to be better than like Zap Brannigan or whatever,
or just like a slow burn. It's like it just takes the long route to the same thing, maybe.
Yeah, with any hope, it would kind of just veer off course and start talking about some random other shit and not really remember what you were talking about.
I kind of hope that it would just like become its own thing and just leave. It's like, why am I doing this? And then it would just. So, gotta be at least better than Zap Brannigan, I'd say. Cool. Now we got the girl from The Boys, Victoria Newman.
That's the politician who can melt people or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I go back and forth on her. I don't know what her conclusion is in the story yet, but she seems like cool. But then she seems like she's really like entirely corporate driven. But then she does some other cool shit. But then it turns out that was really just more corporate agenda. So
it's like a very decent portrayal of like a politician. Like you want to like them and they're doing good things, but then you learn they can't really.
I don't think they ever explicitly mentioned political parties, but she would definitely be a corporate Democrat.
Yeah, definitely like a neoliberal or something like that, like an accidental.
If you guys haven't watched The Boys, by the way, it's a good show, man.
It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's like I mean, it has like the vibes of X-Men, but is pretty much just like a parody of everything else.
Yeah, it's like it's so one-to-one of like real world events. It really gets me sometimes watching that show.
Yeah, it's good. So Newman, would we say like a low C?
Yeah. I mean, like honestly, if my options were her and the Republican candidate, she'd have my vote.
Yeah, I mean, cut to present day. So we'll say, and do low B. What season are you on again? Doesn't matter.
Like midway through season 3.
See anybody say anything? Oh, P. Wolfler, my I don't want to dox this person. I mean, capitalism fair, but checks out. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna mention Bugs Bunny, man. Let's go to Bugs Bunny. Yeah, Bugs Bunny would be cool. He would just like, I don't know, like he would just like cross dress and like make out with the conservative. Actually, is Bugs Bunny like, is he progressive?
I mean,
I think
he is a cartoon from like the 40s. I'm pretty sure he's been in blackface a few times.
And black. Remember that one where he's like, "Oh, master, please, don't hurt me, please." And then he also was like very racist during the yellow, but he didn't have any agency. He was a cartoon. Then again, that's not a fair metric. So.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, it's like, you know, the people who voted for Trump just because they wanted to see him fuck with the libs or whatever. But kind of same energy with Bugs Bunny. not with any in particular group. He would just like troll everyone, you know.
Yeah. Do you think he would just like first day just nuclear codes launch? And
he would just tweet them like, "Here are the nuclear codes. First one to get in there wins, man."
That's amazing. That sounds like an S to me, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean at least A tier. I feel like.
Okay, I could do A. What do you think? High A, low A? Let's do high A. He's above Kanye. That's crazy. Nah, we'll do low A. Low A. All right. Crip Mac.
Free Crip Mac, by the way.
Yeah.
Like.
He got like 2 years or something, or 1
like
year.
Yeah, and he got like get on a good behavior or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah. That's...
Well, we have to put him in the C tier.
Oh yeah, he has to be C tier for sure. Right? Yeah, yeah.
High C tier. Okay. Had to make that one quick. Let's do Kim Jong-un.
Is that the current guy or the last guy?
Current. I think Kim Jong-il was the last guy.
Did you know? Okay, so tangent related to North Korea. So they have like satellite TV in North Korea. It's like really weird shit, and you can watch streams of it on YouTube. People like bootleg the North Korean satellite streams and put them on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like there's a lot of Chinese media in there for some reason, and a lot of like really low budget, awkward, like North Korea is going to be a utopia, and by utopia, it's like a PS2 graphics looking city, and it's like that's going to be us in like 5 years, man, and like just a lot of weird shit in there,
wow.
and a lot of original seeming music. Anyways. I don't know anything about that guy. He doesn't even have a Twitter account, or like he's not even posting on YouTube or TikTok. So like, I mean,
that puts him above a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you look at it, he's not very like I don't know how good of a social media campaign. I mean, I'm sure he would do great in North Korea.
I mean, does he not like just have and control like their own version of Twitter there?
I mean, yeah, I don't think they have much internet access just in general there.
But if we're going off like drip. I mean, that's just a factor. We can't do the whole thing off that.
I mean, he's got the weird bowl flat top hybrid thing.
He's a really big fan of basketball and Dennis Rodman.
Have you ever seen the interview? We watched the interview.
We watched that. I remember we ordered a fuck ton of Buffalo Wild Wings,
man. Oh, man.
And then we watched that. That was great. Also kind of crazy to think that was like one of the first like popular straight to Netflix movies, but only because they didn't want to play in theaters.
Well, that got like hacked and leaked online like way before it was supposed to come out.
Yeah, but also like all the threats, like North Korea was like threatening them, like don't play it in theaters, and Obama was like, bro, just play that shit. I wish they would try me.
It also just made them seem like such pussies, man. It's like you can't handle a movie, like.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think we even really came to it.
I mean, D tier obviously, but like, yeah. I keep seeing Andrew Tate without the top part of his head and thinking he's Drake for a second.
He does look like Drake without that. Honestly, yeah. He should have been on... No, actually, no. That's not even what we're talking about. Let's do the mayor from the Powerpuff Girls. He was kind of like what you said. We might put him next to Squidward. Because something happens,
He's on that shit.
Powerpuff Girls. He just calls them, and then they're like,
Yeah, and like if he was in office, we'd probably see a lot more of Cerebellum, which I'm always a fan of.
Cerebellum is hot.
That would get my vote.
Cerebellum is hot. That chick who's in like the mini episodes with the monkey. Remember her? Do y'all remember what I'm talking about? There's like in between episodes between like Dexter's Lab or Powerpuff Girls, and there was this chick who like would hang out with the monkey that had like a superhero costume on, and she was bad as fuck. Anyway,
I vaguely remember, but it's been so long.
I'm not gonna look that up. I don't want to accidentally. Yeah, so we'll put him
At least a B, yeah.
Yeah, above Squidward because he's actually holds office.
He is pro police though, seemingly. So.
Oh yeah, huh? Damn. Nah. Yeah. Al Gore.
I mean, he invented the internet, so.
True. So S.
I mean, everything I've heard about him that wasn't like an old political meme has been pretty good. So I feel like he'd be at least an A tier, but.
I mean, I literally don't know anything about him other than like internet, and he.
I just heard that he was like big on like technology progression, and like he was like pro climate change. I think before that was like super popular with politicians.
He's like Andrew Yang, but without being annoying about tech.
I like how that dude just disappeared, man. Like he was making the podcast rounds, and like I don't know, man. After the Trump election, that dude just dropped off the face of the planet. At least for me, I'm sure he's still doing something.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, I feel like he probably got all the clout that he wanted and needed. He's like, look, I got enough clout to just be mayor, and I don't know how those motherfuckers operate, but so yeah, you said A. We could put him like in between Harambe and Bugs Bunny. Let's do that. Okay, the Monopoly Man is easy. That's straight D tier.
I mean, that's like
that's D tier for sure.
That's D tier, but that's also been like basically most of our presidents, just in general.
I mean, yeah, but that's all this nigga does, and he never leaves the office of Monopoly. So
it'd be like I forget if he was meant to directly parody the like Rockefeller oil exec people, but like
isn't there like something about saying like a woman actually invented Monopoly or something?
Oh yeah, it was like an anti-capitalist thing, and then she tried to pitch it to the company, and they were like, "Yo, but Monopoly." Though.
Reverse Uno on that bitch. That sucks. This one's easy. Putin, you know. Next to your boy. Dr. Umar.
See, I'm glad you said who that was, because like
you were like looking at him the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, who is this nigga? I mean, Dr. Umar.
I feel like he at least has some cool-ish ideas some of the time, maybe.
That's pretty much what it is. It's like I mean, I explained to you before, but he's basically just like, yes, I believe in black liberation and community, you know, like cooperatives and black people building their own agency. Interracial marriage is disgusting, and fucking all niggas need to congregate and move to Africa. Like, that's insane. But there's some good stuff in there. Also, he's really funny. He's really funny. Like, he has people donate to him on his stream, and
Will he read their messages?
yeah, all the time. He'll read the messages. Then like somebody would be like, "Oh, you donated $1? Probably married a white woman. Probably married a white woman. Take your dollar back. I don't want that." He's so fucking funny. So I would. But as far as like, would I actually vote for this nigga? I put him in C. Put him above the president in Death Note. Speaking of reading comments.
Oh yeah.
Bugs Bunny, kind of a king of drag queen, real. He's cool with Dennis Rodman. He is, dude. He is. He invited Dennis Rodman like P. Diddy. I mean, no, that's fucking stupid. A lot. The Boys TV show was fine, but I like the comic books better. Didn't know there was comics, so.
I knew there was, but I've never checked them out.
I didn't know, and we'll probably never read them. But that sounds awesome. Damn, Mr. Nook and Dieter. Yeah, well, he's the ops. Fun fact: the game Centipede is the first game to be designed by a woman. Damn, that's awesome. What we got? Oprah. Oprah Winfrey. I'm surprised she hasn't run already.
Yeah, I mean,
She's positioning herself next to Kamala, though. I think she's inching up to it. She's like, She's like taking notes. She's like, I could do this without having to like play like Marvin Gaye on my like stream of whatever.
yeah, like, I mean, she is a billionaire, but she's also like, I don't know if she's the first black woman billionaire, but she's got to be one of the first ones.
What, like her, Beyonce?
I
Who
feel like
else?
she had her stacks before Beyonce did.
Oh well, definitely. So I mean, is the question is she going next to like Mr. Beast? That's crazy
I mean,
that Mr. Beast is next to Trump. How the fuck? Did
I
that
feel
happen?
like, I mean, I don't think she would be D tier. I feel like she would probably be corporate Democrat. And, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she seems at least open
Ooh.
to, like, listening to other people.
We should put her like right in between Squidward and that other girl. That seems accurate. Agree. I'm gonna do now. Taylor Swift, Kanye. Taylor Swift, Kanye. Now that's still a good era, because that's good music. That's being annoying in public, but to people who it's like funny to be annoying to.
I mean, at least A tier, I feel like. Maybe S tier? I don't know.
Not S.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe
D.
like somewhere like the highest S tier Kanye so far. I don't know though. Shit. That might be S. What do you think? Is that a lot? Is that crazy?
I mean, I don't know much about Taylor Swift, honestly, but, like...
I mean, she recently gave her endorsement to.
Yeah, did you hear, like, after she did that, like, the, like, voting registration website got, like, the most traffic it's, like, ever gotten? It was, like, 10,000, 100,000, something like that hits, like, an hour. Some
That's
shit like
crazy, dude. Conservatives are really it really sucks for them that they don't have all the best artists to just be like, to spirit bomb them into like. Yeah, I mean, Sexy Red was twerking for Donald Trump, but like.
It's weird that when you, like, are, like, a creative and putting yourself out there and, like, network with a lot of people and you're not rich, you just, like, have good ideas most of the time.
Yeah, it's wild. What celebrity would be funny to show up with like Kamala next? I mean, really any of them, honestly. Snoop Dogg.
I think she should play Fortnite with whoever the big Fortnite streamers are these days.
Yeah, she needs to go on Kai Cenat's stream, and then we got exactly A or S. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, nothing against Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna be like, if she's gonna get people to vote for Kamala, like, whatever. That's good. I'm not against that. It's just like the amount of like annoying like neoliberal white girls who are like, Taylor Swift is so. She's basically Bernie Sanders now. It's kind of crazy. But if it gets somebody to do that, I guess, like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, her fan base seems like it's like young 20s, like late teens type group.
I mean, there's definitely some old motherfuckers.
Oh, I mean, she's like super popular, but like, I'm just thinking like, you know, when I was like young 20s, I had like no political thoughts whatsoever, and like if that's like, I feel like I just needed like some kind of like event or something to kind of like make me aware of things, you know, and it was like a bunch of different things for me, but like, you know, if that's what it takes for a bunch of people, like, that's cool.
I agree. The only political opinions I ever had at all was because I don't know, I was like, I heard Paul Mooney say this once, he must be right about something. Not that also rest in peace Paul Mooney. I mean, he's been dead for a minute, but rest in peace. Let's do Scar.
I mean, so if we did, well, Mufasa's got a B tier.
But what was like the beef? Was it like he's like, I want to be king now, basically?
Well, that was his brother.
Yeah.
And he thought that he should have gotten it or something, but then his brother got it.
So he was like anti-Nepo baby. Who knows what Scar had planned, honestly.
Yeah, and he's with them hyenas, you know?
Yeah, he had diver. He actually had niggas around him.
I forget, one of the hyenas was Oprah or Whoopi?
Whoopi.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one was I don't know, Seth Rogen in the live action one. I'm pretty sure it was, actually. Or was that Pumbaa? I don't know. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah, Scar. I don't know, man. Like, in a sense, you could say Scar is like a radical, like,
anarchist,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But he wanted to just be in power, so like not that. I
Didn't
guess.
he? Didn't he briefly get power actually? Like Simba dipped. Like Mufasa died. Scar gave him whatever. Simba dipped.
Simba was
came
like out
back.
there smoking weed with Seth
Nala.
Rogen and Pumbaa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're mixing the movies together. Yeah. Okay, so he probably has to be like C tier, huh?
I guess.
I wanted to put him like right after Mufasa, because like Mufasa's like one step away from basically being Scar.
Yeah, like if the roles were reversed, I feel like it wouldn't be that different.
Yeah, because they both kind of want the same thing. So we'll just put him right behind him. Let's do that. Duality of or what do you think?
Sure, yeah.
Duality of lion. Captain Planet.
So I like his stance on climate change and environmental issues.
He has diversity too.
He does have that. I mean, if we're talking his whole crew, he'd probably have cabinet positions filled by his crew there.
Yeah.
I don't know what his views are on other things. I'm sure they're cool, but he seemed like he would be kind of like laser focused on the environmental stuff, which is cool.
But
like, you kind of need more than that, I would imagine.
yeah, it's like it's literally this real life hippie thing where they're like, yeah, man, the Earth, the Mother Earth, everybody comes from the sun and the same energy. It's like, what do you think about fucking anything else? What do you think about the police? Oh, well, I mean,
I bet he'd probably be pro cop. It was the 90s.
yeah. Well, didn't he mostly roll with the firefighters and shit?
Yeah. I bet he would be against fracking, unlike the current two people.
That's real. I feel like that was a joke in the Rick and Morty parody. They did a spoof of Captain Planet, I think.
Oh yeah.
So we put him
I'd
like
say
right
A tier probably.
in A.
I think.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, if Bugs Bunny's an A, fucking Captain Planet is at least an A. Let's put him. We'll put him right behind Swift Kanye. That's pretty much the same thing. We'll save this, and that's Kamala. We'll save that for last.
Okay.
So let's get rid of the Kanyes.
Okay.
This is the life of Pablo Kanye. That's getting close.
That's
getting
got to
close.
be low B. Well, we already have a Kanye in C tier.
Oh yeah, we do. That's crazy. I mean, that makes sense.
So like probably like lower C tier than that. I mean,
What were his views then, though? Because he hadn't gone like white nationalist at that point. He was just like making.
Jesus. He was starting to get into the God stuff.
I mean, he's always been like fucking. But I know what you mean. That was before Jesus. But it was the life of Pablo, and then after that was like, what was it? Was it Jesus as King, or did Donda come out after that? I forget. Oh, it was Jesus? No, Jesus came before the life of Pablo. But we're not doing album ratings. We're like, where was this nigga mentally at this point? It was getting bad. He probably had some of the views that he has now, but just before then. So.
Yeah, I'd say he didn't fall off the deep end yet, but like he was looking over the edge, I think.
He was at the peak with Yeezy there, though, with Adidas. He was approaching billionaire, though, wasn't he? So
Yeah, I think he might have been a billionaire.
So we might have to knock him just for that, I think. What do y'all think? Let's get a third opinion on this one. Oh, they think it's a tough one. 8, what do they say? SSS. The furries are lusting for Scar. Bernie, we'll get there. Who are we at? Life of Pop. I mean, he's definitely not B. So we'll go like, yeah. Gotta be, yeah, right there. Because, like, that's enough, that's influence, billionaire level.
Yeah.
All right, then which one is this? Oh.
Oh, that Kanye.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
right next to you, boy, right here.
yeah. That's peak Kanye right there, man.
Well, I mean, he didn't human traffic anybody, so we'll do right between Nook and the Monopoly Man. Well, did you ever read any of those transcripts of the allegations that came out about Kanye like a year ago?
No, I didn't know there was.
The funniest thing in that whole thing was that they said that they would have staff meetings and he would make everybody watch the Batman movies by Chris Nolan on mute. Like, that's the hardest shit I've ever heard.
That's a power play, man.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was there reciting it from memory, or just sitting them in a room. He goes out and does his own thing.
From what I read, it was literally just they would just watch it in staff meetings and shit.
Oh, it's just like on the conference TV while they're talking about shit?
It's from how it was written, it sounds like they would actively watch it on mute. I have a hard time envisioning like a bunch of grown adults doing that, but maybe.
Yeah. Has he, like, since that happened, has he shown his face really publicly? Has he? Okay, I like most of the time I've seen him, it's been in the black.
But like, he does have like a lot of like a lot of his shows he's wearing the ski mask. But he does have that, what is it, like the chrome grill with the vampire teeth on it? It's actually pretty fucking sexy, not gonna lie. But yeah, and his outfit, did you see his outfit he recently did a show? I'm keeping my expectations low, but people are getting them high because he's been performing his old classics again. People think he's gonna do like an actual good album. But one of his fits looked like one of the angels from Evangelion. That was it. Pretty cool. Oh, and then this is literally the old Kanye.
I mean, at least B tier, maybe. I mean,
I think we were talking about before. Like, it got to be like where's here? I would say at least below. I'd put him above Dr. Umar. Wait, you said B tier?
Yeah, B or C.
I'd put him above Dr. Umar.
Okay.
That seems fair. Well. Nah, Dr. Umar. I put him above himself over there. Okay, now we're down to almost the big three.
The big four, really.
Yeah, honestly. This is like.
And we're getting into some.
3 hours on mute, I said. He belongs in D for sure. Damn. Oh, wait, which one? We did put Alex Jones, Nazi Kanye in D tier.
Yeah,
so, okay.
Yeah.
No, we did not make that mistake. All right. Okay, let's go Obama first.
Okay. I mean,
Black.
By far the coolest president.
Easily the coolest.
Not even close.
Yeah. Coolest. He daps up people, but also still shakes people's hands. He,
admitted to smoking the ganja.
Oh, yeah. He has pictures of him playing basketball when he was a kid. We're, like, going to slowly ramp up, too.
Yeah. I mean, I know he has a lot of criticism, but the only, like, negative thing I ever hear about him really is the drone strikes, which is a big meme. But, like, every president drone strikes since we've had drones, I think. And it's not like he's, like, holding the controller for the drones.
What if he was? That's the question. It's like, it's worse.
They call him up and he's like, all right, we got them right where we want them. And like, Obama's like, hold up. He runs over.
Coming. I want to do it this time.
They pass him the Xbox controller. Give me them sticks.
Pass the sticks, bro. Bah! Said WAP on them. Okay, well, what else is objectively bad about Obama?
What do I know
about him? Being a neoliberal kind of sucks.
Yeah, but, like, he's not, like, as far left as I'd like, but, like, also, he kind of, like, he's not, like, a dictator, and he has to, like, get the government to kind of do the stuff he wants, and, like, if he was going in there super hard left, like, free healthcare and all that, I don't know if he would actually want that.
That's what a lot of people say, though, too. It's like, we're always afraid of, like, a left politician actually going hard left, because they're afraid nobody will do that, which is kind of true, because, look what happened with Bernie.
The Congress is so, like, every Republican's going to vote against you no matter what you do. And then there's, like, a lot of, like, fucking shitty Democrats that, like, are barely Democrats just for the memes, I guess. And so, like, you only need, like, a handful of people to also vote against you on your side for you to never get anything done.
He also has an entirely black family. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even think Kamala Harris has an entire black family. I'm not that I would count that against her. That, interracial marriage is cool. I'm not Dr. Umar on that. What's like the ultimate yes for him? I would say black family is pretty high up there. And dapping people up on camera, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And he tried Obamacare. He tried that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was kind of, like, his whole thing was kind of before I was, like, really aware of politics, but also, like, most of the things I've heard were good.
So we got to watch the Boondocks episode about that, man. That's so good.
he also like helped out a lot of racists, you know, like people who just kind of kept it to themselves, you know, they couldn't help themselves to say shit about Obama, and it was like, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like him. Also, he was in the most iconic epic rap battles of history video, and made one of the best Key and Peele sketches probably.
Oh yeah, I forgot who. Yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah, I remember. I've told you this multiple times, but I remember when he won. Well, my sister is in the chat somewhere. I don't want to dox your account, but she told me that he was even running. She's like, you know, there's a black guy running for president. I was like, oh, really? Whatever. He's not gonna win. And then eventually he won, and then I just heard my grandpa in the other room screaming, "We won! We won!" I was like, oh shit. It was kind of like that movie. I forget what it is. The movie where Chris Rock plays the first black president. That's a good movie. I think it's Head of State. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
I do remember that vibe, like hardcore when he was coming up. It was just like, yeah, that's cool. He's running. That's not gonna happen. And then it did. And then it was just like, I don't know. I don't even know if I remember I was in school when he got elected. And they played it on the TV. It's like first black president, historic moment, whatever. And it was like, I just remember like, I don't know. People use the whole like, oh, we got a black president now. Like the world's changing. Type
pretty big
thing.
Scapegoat for like, oh well, if Obama can be president, you can get a fucking job.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it's like the man versus what came with the man, unfortunately. So I don't think he could be S tier. That'd be kind of crazy. I think he could be high B.
High B.
Maybe even low A.
Yeah.
Above Harambe.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably A.
Above Cat. Yeah, probably highest tier of A. Well, who do we? Yeah, I believe that. Oh wait, that's close for me personally, but you know, gotta do that. All right, next.
Thanos.
Yeah, let's do Thanos.
So, you know, going back on the environmental stuff, if he snapped half the population out of existence, imagine what that would do to the environment. Like half the cars not driving anymore.
Yeah.
Like half the energy usage.
What amount of like political parties who would be the most destroyed? That's a very interesting question. Maybe it's just half. Maybe it's just 50-50.
I don't know what his politics would be. He'd probably run as independent and just threaten the snaps if they didn't vote for him. I mean, he could break the two-party system, which would be pretty...
With a single finger.
Yeah,
two,
man. That'd be pretty cool.
Is he S? He
I
might
don't-
be S. I mean, this depends on like how far in the meme you want to go. Like full anarchy, or is it even anarchy fully, where you're just like just full chaos, just figure it out yourself. I'm just gonna like do this.
It still gets me how like he snapped everyone, and then the next movie they just unsnapped everyone, and that's when I like fully checked out of the MCU.
Well, it was the glove. It wasn't him.
Well,
or I mean, he did it, but
yeah, like, you know, I don't know, like it's like it was such a radical world change, and everything was different. It was cool, and it seemed like it could have been the start of like a new deal, and then it's like, nah, everyone's back, bringing everyone back, and it's like,
I wonder how people would actually vote. Like if Thanos was running for president, and he's like, look, if I win, I'm snapping half the motherfuckers on the planet off.
I mean, a lot of
I think it'd be a close race.
I mean, a lot of the like incel types who just like hate everyone would just be like, you all watch out, I'm gonna vote Thanos.
Yeah. Well, it's that. I think it's like, I mean, basically that, but then like, kind of like people who vote undecided, where it's like,
I don't think
like the world is fucked up. Who cares? I mean, I don't know. Depends on that nigga's speech. I might throw him a vote. Depends on what he says.
He had some good speeches, man. Like
I don't actually remember any of his.
I don't
dialogue.
either, but I remember they were really long in the movie, so like they were probably pretty good.
He's also purple, so he's a man of color. I can kind of get behind that.
That's true.
Dark skinned king. So I maybe next to Captain Planet. I don't know though, man. Part of me feels like
I feel like it could be in between the two lions.
In Between the Lions.
Yeah.
That's
Scar.
a kid show, I believe.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He's like Bugs Bunny. He's got to be I think he's like just above Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, he's like the adult edgy Bugs Bunny. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Bugs Bunny is like 200 years old, but
He's an
but yeah, it's like Bugs Bunny. It just does it for the meme, and he thinks like he's changing the world or something like that.
He is very. I don't know. He feels very strongly about his views. I'm not sure what they are, but he's.
I don't think he's sure what they are either. I think it's just like, I don't like the world anymore, so I'm gonna do the least amount that I can, but the most impact.
What do we got in chat before we get in the last two?
What did you guys think? Haven't seen the show. I think they're having their own conversation, which is pretty sick. I don't think anybody gives a fuck about Thanos being whatever tier. That's chill though. Epic rap battle of Head of State. You remember that shit? Head of State was a funny movie. This looks like it used to be Harris. No, that is a picture of when Meg Thee Stallion was dancing for Kamala's rally or her, the VMAs. In between, my man gets the joke. All right, let's do Bernie next.
I'm kind of torn. Like, I agree with his views on most things for the most part.
I mean, I think he's obviously S tier.
Yeah.
Like, what's
like if we're just talking like I don't think he would ever.
If he was president,
yeah,
not
like he never had a chance really, but like, yeah, pretty S tier. But think about this though.
I'd have to put him behind Snoop.
Yeah, if the ballot was Snoop and Bernie, like.
That's hard.
That is hard.
That's rough. Like just those two?
Yeah, like.
Oh damn. Well, who's
Well, like if it's the primary, coming up.
Okay, so they're it's not like Snoop is somehow conservative, even though I could totally see that happening. Damn, man. I vote for Bugs Bunny. All right, so now, the moment that you have been waiting for is Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. I mean, like, obviously, above here.
Yeah.
Obviously,
for sure.
like, somewhere in this tier is my guess.
Probably.
I put her, like, behind Oprah.
Like, when she took over, I didn't know anything about her, and then I just did, like, a big deep dive on her Wikipedia, and it seemed pretty cool.
I remember you telling me she has, like, cool progressive stuff that she has done in California as the attorney.
Yeah, like, she was, a DA, so that's kind of sus or whatever. But, like, she did a bunch of cool gay rights stuff and, like, privacy laws. Man, I'm a big fan of that. If I was going to be a single-issue voter, privacy is pretty high up there. I'm a big fan of that. Although it's hard because when I think about it, it's like that still feels like low on the list of what it should be compared to, like, the real issues or whatever. But still, big fan of privacy.
Like, if she said one good thing about, like, Israel or...
Oh, yeah, yeah. But then, like, she started, like, debating and, like, really getting her views or whatever out there. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's not...
It's whatever. Like, I don't expect her to be somebody I give a shit about, to be honest. Like, she just has to be good enough. That's kind of it.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely better than the alternative. Like, not even close. But, like, it just kind of feels like there's, like... She's probably at the limit of how cool things could be, I feel like.
Dude, I think it could get cooler.
I mean, I'd like to think...
It
could. Like, I like to think it could, but then it's like...
It's just not there yet.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I think, like, we don't have to like our president. We just have to, like, think about the things they do, pick shit to care about, and make decisions that we can, I guess. Like, voting locally and fucking voting in this election. So if you're turned now, I'm sure who's voting? That's yeah, I don't know. I personally, I think she's like right here. I think she's like right here, but that's because like Oprah has done closer to reparations than Kamala Harris. She built African schools, even though I make fun of those all the time.
She gave away cars, man.
Cars to people under their chairs all the time. She gave people therapy on national TV for financial gain and became a billionaire from it, but she did it. And
I can see her doing UBI, honestly.
If she just broke up all of her wealth. Um, is she with Stedman still? I don't know. Depends.
I think she'd have to be pretty close to Oprah on this list. I don't think she would be above Squidward.
Wait, how the fuck did we even get to that? I forget. Oh, well, yeah, man of the people. Well, yeah, he's a man of the people. She's like a daughter of immigrants. Oprah is a billionaire, but she did arguably use her wealth.
And it seems like she's like mostly self-made, I guess.
Oprah?
I don't know her story.
I mean, yeah, she started out as like a regular news reporter.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. That she was like a news reporter, and then she eventually became, like a talk show host, and then did that for fucking ever. Though obviously, she is a billionaire. There are like lots of shitty rumors about her out there, like Epstein Island and all that stuff. But
oh yeah, that could be said about a lot of people on this list, I'm sure.
Real. I mean, Squidward, man. So maybe in between Oprah and I was thinking right in between her and the mayor. But this also makes like if like there were Pokemon evolutions, it would literally be her, Kamala Harris, and then I guess Oprah. I mean,
yeah, it is weird how like similar the characters are, like in the show to Kamala.
Yeah. Okay. We did it, guys.
Politics.
Yeah, exactly. So if you were stressed out about the election, if you don't know who to vote for, hopefully this. I don't know how you're not smarter after watching this, to be honest. Not old. That was awesome.
That was cool. Are we talking about more stuff? Are we calling it?
We're over an hour now, right? I think we should call it. I think there's like 9 people left.
We're almost at 2 hours.
Damn. Okay, well, thank you guys for sticking around for fucking almost 2 hours. Goddamn. Though honestly, I don't know how long that is in the grand scheme of like how niggas be streaming. I'm just gonna do the fucking little plugs and we can whatever. So, if you're in here, honestly, I think you're probably either a patron or just somebody who comments. Like, it feels weird to shill the Patreon. Everything's always gonna be free. It's gonna be up no matter what. But if you want to support a little bit more, check out the Patreon. There's tiers, multiple tiers.
Feet pics.
Those are in the $20 tier. Actually, I should put those in the $20 tier. They won't be my feet though. So if you do. Damn, bro, now I lost my fucking...
Sorry, I didn't mean
No, it's all good. I mean, yeah, you know the tiers. Go on Patreon. Let me just link it real quick. Do you have anything you want to say to the good
Look
people?
out to for the Should You Hack video, man, coming out in like a couple days on my channel. Should You Hack Your TV? Videos turn out really great. There's a lot of cool info in there, a lot of good memes. I think you'll like it, even if you're not a nerd like I am.
We should do like a stream of that.
That'd be cool.
Before it happens.
Tech support stream, man. Everyone's out there trying to hack their TV, and I could help out, man.
Cool. I'm linking the Patreon right now. I mean, if you're still here, you probably already know where the fucking link is. So yeah, watch Phoenix's video when it comes out. Maybe we'll stream before that happens. Check out the Patreon tiers. Consider doing that. If not, whatever. And oh yeah, then the new sketch is coming out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
The Mad Science. So check that out. Thank you for coming. We'll see you 2 weeks from now. After this video, we're going to be releasing another video first week of October, and the schedule is we stream before the day we do a video. So
remember, we got to wait 30 whole seconds before canceling the stream, or else it'll cut us off early like last time.
Oh, for real? So like, what do I just press this bullshit and then...
Well no, you got to
wait.
Oh,
like we say our... Okay.
Yeah. You want to get some pot roast?
Oh, shit, I forgot you made that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
I'm also tempted to go to Walmart and get more alcohol.
Some White Claws. Were you trying to get something other than the Whizzies?
Yeah, I mean, if you want something.
No, I mean, I'm chill with the White Claws. It's good.
Cool.
Has that been 30?
I think we've got like 5 more seconds, maybe.
I thought everybody would have left by now. That's crazy.
Hell yeah. All right.
Patreon, Walter MB TV, patreon.com. Do we have to wait another 30 seconds?
No, I mean, they're not going to see that. That's cool. All right.
Bye. Oh, wait. Shout out to the last people in the chat. I know. Azaz, you were here the whole time. Thank you so much. Dorian, Djax, D-Dubs, thank you so much, my brother, for being in here. He was on an episode of No Friend Theory, and you probably know him from his own stuff, obviously. My music. Thank you. Pea Wallflower. Thank you. Who else we got?
Remix is in here.
Yeah, I think he has work, so he probably did. But Remix was here. Truth. Everybody, just thank you for coming. All right, have a good night. See you next time. Now we
gotta wait 30 more seconds. All right. So at like the 4-minute mark there, I guess.
Did I show you this is the iPod, the AirPod case you gave me? Yeah,
What happened to this?
I don't know. Her friend found it.
This had to be like a dog.
It does look like somebody's fucking dog ate it. These are I already had these. They're just disgusting because I need to clean them. But